This is just an everyday product. Nothing original, well established in the market, reasonably competitive, with a good price-quality ratio and image. At least, this is how it comes across at first glance. But look more closely and you see it has at least one serious failing. This product is harmful to the environment, and you'd naturally have to ask yourself, does it really have to be? Why not take the environment into account right from the start at the design stage of a product? Flying bicycles? Impossible daydreams? Or is it in fact a good idea that's worth investigating further? An idea that shouldn't simply be rejected out of hand as impossible. After all, what does impossible mean? In hindsight, we have repeatedly seen that the possibilities were greater than we once thought they were. And what was once new, modern, and extremely innovative now frequently seems outdated. The nice thing about innovation is realizing that, looking back, everything could have been done better, faster, simpler, more efficiently and cleaner. Even for the environment. 60 years ago, people talked of the environment referring to a person's background, a good one or a bad one. Today, when someone mentions environment, they are most likely referring to something completely different. But what do we actually mean today when we talk about innovation and the environment? Are protection of the environment and innovation really compatible? Because if they are, of course, you'd be crazy not to combine them. Or will the interests of each forever be in conflict? As a company, you can naturally always say, we will simply follow the market. If the consumer wants yellow, yellow is what he gets. If he wants blue, he gets blue. And when you are finished with a product, simply throw it away and buy a new one. Everyone is happy, so there's no real reason to improve it. Or is there? Waste costs money, and the costs are rising. The more waste, the higher the costs. Meanwhile, the consumer actually wants products less harmful to the environment. Now suppose you study that product again, its entire life cycle from start to finish. And suppose that you, as a company, respond by including the environment in the actual design of the product, in addition to factors such as cost price, safety, and functionality. The environment as an engine for innovation, in other words. Flying bicycles? Certainly not. Take this chair from Arend, a medium-sized Dutch company and leading producer of office furniture. In response to the wishes of the product development department and later of the market itself, Arend took environmental aspects into account in its design of a new office chair. Every component of the chair was studied anew: armrests, height-adjusting column, upholstery, casters, backrest, everything down to the smallest detail. What materials were used? What were their harmful side effects for the environment? Could these be reduced? Could the chair be made more effectively? In short, Arend conducted an environmental analysis and also investigated the extent to which certain parts could be recycled, and went on to make agreements with suppliers to take back parts of the chair at the end of their life cycle. The result: a better chair, less harmful to the environment, at a competitive price, and a better image. A concrete example of environment-oriented product development. But while this could be done for a chair, could it also be done for a car? Nedcar asked itself the same question. Could they improve the dashboard of the Volvo 400, which has around 150 individual components, most to some extent harmful to the environment? An environmental analysis produced a list of possible improvements. The company then investigated which of these options were economically feasible. The new dashboard is almost 2 kilos lighter, which produces considerable savings in the use of materials. An improved design of the ventilation ducts has reduced electricity consumption, and with the lower energy consumption, pollution over the entire life of the dashboard has been reduced by around 30%. This is not to claim that it has suddenly become an environmentally friendly car, but merely that it causes somewhat less pollution. Better for the environment, for the company, for the customer. So it is possible to combine the interests of business with those of the environment. Environment-oriented product development may even be something to be proud of in international terms, both as company and country. These plants are now transported in trays designed according to principles of environment-oriented product development. An environmental analysis was carried out on both disposable and reusable trays. The conviction that environmental improvements could be made proved correct. In this case, innovation led to the development of a series of new, reusable plant trays, which in many respects were an improvement over the old ones. They are smaller and lighter than the old trays, and thus less raw materials are used. And as the new trays come to replace the old disposable product, the benefits to the environment will only increase. Furthermore, plans were already made for the end of the life cycle at the design stage. The new tray can be completely recycled. 6 million of these new trays are already in circulation. That is innovation, turning environmental responsibility into wonderful new products. There are plenty of examples. Philips is working on a design for an environmentally improved and recyclable television set. Aetna has designed a plate for gas cookers, which is better for the environment. There are more environment-friendly sofas, not to mention coffee makers, shoes, recyclable liquid containers, improved face masks, and we could go on. These all come from the impact of the environment as a force for innovation in the design process. The result of a good idea, which is also relatively simple and can also deliver financial savings. Environment-oriented product development should be the start of everything. You don't have to be a genius. A little foresight is all you need.